What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I'm talking about one from our dear, beloved friends at Severin Films, and this one is The Otherworld. That was my calm introduction voice. So this was a documentary by Richard Stanley. He went to this place in the French Pyrenees called The Zone, which was apparently a great source of mystical energies of some kind throughout history. All kinds of people have flocked there in search of its untold powers. The Nazis went there looking for the Holy Grail. All kinds of people go there looking for insight and perspective and mental peace and just a better grasp of life and to see what kind of secrets and mysteries are there. And in this documentary, Richard Stanley details his own personal experiences that took place in the zone, which are extremely interesting and very powerful. He definitely is very emotional about the things that happened to him there. You also hear from his girlfriend, who experienced the same events, but sees them through definitely a different kind of filter. And then also you get to hear from different people that live in and around the zone, who talk about what life is like there on a daily basis, why they're there. One of them is this guy named Urani. He's this absolute maniac who's like obsessed with the area, hangs Lucio Fulci VHS boxes all over the place and Buzz Lightyear figures, and has all these posters of or like artwork that was torn out of adult magazines, and it also gives a lot of history of the area as well. I found this to be a fascinating, almost like mind twisting kind of documentary. Even if you don't believe in this kind of stuff, the way that it's presented is very entertaining, and it's very insightful, and it's also just a really, really beautiful movie. Like, the visuals are amazing in this. I can't even get into it. It lulls you into like this almost like trance type state, because you're seeing these like just beautiful visuals of a place that definitely makes you want to go there, and then you're hearing all these mystical, all this like mystical talk, and together they just kind of like lock you into this like weird mindset. At least it did for me. Maybe I'm just crazy, but anyway, if you're a fan of documentaries, if you're a fan of Richard Stanley, if you're a fan of like weird real life stuff, or you're just a big into like mysticism and transcendence and whatnot, The Otherworld is definitely worth a look. I think it's really well made. It's always interesting. Definitely some colorful characters and some colorful stories here. And again, just the visuals alone are like just amazing enough to where you'd want to check it out. Never mind the stories about Jesus turning up at the mayor's office, and mystical mirrors that provide portals into devil's worlds, and just all kinds of crazy stuff like that. So this is I think it's a really well made piece that's definitely worth checking out. I think it ties in very well with Lost Soul, the documentary about Richard Stanley's attempt to make Island of Dr. Moreau, which is also available from Severin Films. If you watch that one and then this one, you can get a much better idea of where his head was at, that put him, like, steered him toward this place. And so I think they just kind of go together really well. They make a really good double feature. The Blu-ray from Severin Films has a making of featurette, deleted scenes, a trailer. Like I said, this is a beautiful movie, and this transfer is excellent. It looks, I can't imagine it's going to look any better. It's just razor sharp, crystal clear, fantastic detail. It was shot, on not ideal equipment perhaps, but I think it looks as good as it's going to look for what the material is. If you get one of the first 2,500 copies of this, you get a bonus DVD, which has three. Oh, wrong one, because I'm terrible with directions. It's got 3 bonus like documentary shorts from Richard Stanley. So that's definitely something that, if you're interested in The Otherworld, I would definitely try to get a hold of the limited edition so that you can get those bonus documentary shorts. So I think overall the movie is definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of like, odd documentaries or just interesting real life phenomenon. I would definitely check it out. And then the disc is really good too from Severin Films, so I think it's definitely worth picking up. That's my review of The Otherworld. You can check out my full review of The Otherworld and Lost Soul at my website, markfusion.com. You can also check me out at Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Patreon at markfusion. The best thing you can do for me, though, by far, is to sub to me here. That gives me a concrete way to build the channel. And it kind of, if I can get enough subs, it'll keep me from having to wander into the zone to try to have my own you know, transcendental experience or whatever it would be called. That can't be right? Anyway, that would greatly help me out. If you like these videos, it's free, easy, and definitely is a way to directly support me and help me to continue to put out content. So thank you so much for watching this, and hopefully I'll see you soon. In this dimension, hopefully.